On his very first day, the brand new caregiver accidentally poured scalding water onto his employer's legs. Why? He wanted to check if the paralyzed man truly felt nothing. At lunch, he kept glancing at the beautiful secretary and ended up feeding rice straight into his boss's eye. During caregiver training, he either snoozed or spaced out entirely. When helping move the boss into a wheelchair, he nearly dropped him. Later that evening, the boss instinctively tried to answer the phone. The caregiver handed it over, completely forgetting. The man couldn't move a single muscle. He was blunt, reckless, and had zero tact. He thought his boss's beard looked awful, and kept giving him wild, chaotic makeovers, one after another. You'd expect the boss to fire him immediately. Instead, he was offered a shockingly high salary, because somehow, despite being polar opposites, in background, attitude, and worldview, these two men became lifelong friends. The boss's name was Philippe, a once wealthy billionaire, who lost all movement after a paragliding accident. His wife passed away shortly after. Eventually, he began looking for a live-in caregiver. The salary was generous, and polished candidates lined up. Graduates from elite schools, armed with degrees and recommendation letters. Everyone tried to prove they were the best, except one. He walked in dressed casually, not to get hired, but to get rejected. Because, if you're turned down by 3 employers, you qualify for unemployment benefits. His name was Driss. He had no intention of behaving. He mocked Philippe's lifestyle, laughed at his jokes, or lack thereof, and treated him like just another guy. Somehow, Philippe found it hilarious. Others were stiff and overly polite, but Driss was unfiltered and honest. So Philippe told him, "Come back tomorrow. I'll sign your rejection paperwork." What he didn't know was that Driss had just left prison, was jobless, homeless, and recently kicked out by his mother. The next morning, Driss came back, just for the signature. Instead, the housekeeper gave him a full tour, room after room, all massive and extravagant. But what truly stunned him was the spotless white bathroom. Back home, he didn't even have a working tub. When he saw Philippe again, he expected to be dismissed. Instead, he was offered a trial month as caregiver. It felt like winning the lottery. He said yes on the spot. What Driss didn't realize was that his lack of pity was exactly what made Philippe feel human again. For the first time in years, he felt respected. Driss, however, had zero experience. He made constant mistakes, napped through training, used foot cream as shampoo, and wondered why there were no bubbles. Repeatedly forgot Philippe couldn't move. But slowly, Philippe noticed something. Due to copyright restrictions, this movie can only take you this far. The name of this movie is Touch Not the Hair of a Woman.